We all like to dream about being financially wealthy. For most people though, it remains a dream and nothing more. Why is that? You can't just get rich by getting another job, moving to a different city, or investing in tech and cryptocurrency. You also need to do more than simply change how you spend your money. It also requires a change in the way you think. If your mind isn't set on succeeding, there's not much you can do. But if you train your brain to behave like that of billionaires, you'll be one step closer to becoming wealthy. But how do you train your mind to think like a rich person? How about we find out together? Welcome to Investing Alpha. If you want to feel inspired and develop a rich mindset, stay tuned to the end of this video. Let's get started. The first thing you need to do is set goals. Let's be honest, you probably won't accomplish much if you do not really set realistic goals. When you learn how to set goals you can reach, you give yourself a clear strategy for being financially successful. Just look at the majority of billionaires and wealthy people in the world today. Did any of them get richer in an instant? No, not at all. To get rich, you need to be goal-oriented, but it's not enough to just have goals. You also need to make active efforts to reach those goals. Number 2 on our list is to learn how to invest your money. If you spend every dollar you make without thinking about investing, you must consider your choices. Millionaires know you don't get rich by spending most of their money. Instead, you're almost sure to get rich when you know what money is worth and how important it is to invest. Let's say you have an extra $500 in your bank account. What can you do after that? If you wanted to get rich, would you buy a new iPad or invest in stocks and bonds instead? You need to have a rich mentality that favors being thrifty over spending carelessly. Third, you should always think big. If Elon Musk hadn't dreamed big, Tesla might not have been revolutionary. The richest usually think big and always want to do the unthinkable. By thinking big, we go against what most people think is impossible. We push ourselves to stop settling for mediocrity and attain the unattainable. Do you have an idea for a business that operates for a small part of a community? Why not start planning to offer your services to every other community worldwide? The saying, if you shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you land among the stars, might sound cheesy, but it's true. And every step is a step in the right direction. Number 4, have faith in what you can do. One thing that separates rich and wealthy people is that they never doubt what they can do. If you believe in your abilities, you give other people the confidence and reasons why they should too. When you think of it, where else would Microsoft be if the first group of people didn't see a reason to have faith in Bill Gates' ambition? However, Gates not only had belief in the potential of his idea, but he also believed he could transform it into a billion-dollar initiative. He might have shut down Microsoft at the first sign of difficulty if he hadn't been so sure of his abilities. Number 5. Don't dwell on the past. It's gone, and there's nothing you can do to change what has already passed. You should learn, grow, and change from your experiences rather than letting your past define who you are and where you are headed next. The past is a window into self-improvement, a chance to learn from previous choices and blunders to avoid repeating them. The present is what defines you, the past does not. 6th, think about the future. Billionaires aren't concerned with the past, but rather they are focused on the future. They know that tomorrow will belong to those who plan for it now. They should prepare for a future that speaks favorably for you and your finances. It's time to invest your money or establish that company you've been thinking about if you want your future to reflect financial gain. In other words, now is a good time to plan. Do you believe anybody is ever really 100% prepared? We don't think so. Take a leap and see where it'll take you. Number 7. Adopt a learning mentality. The only way to develop is to be open to new information and ideas at all times. Some people wrongly assume that they have reached the end of their educational journey after they graduate from high school or college. The rich and successful see education as an endless journey. Warren Buffett may be able to read more books than you, but you can read numerous articles and essays on the internet, and there is always something new to learn. Explore the ins and outs of finances, including the stock market, the forex market, and the effects of economies on both big and small enterprises. Number 8. You must leave your comfort zone for a rich mentality. You feel comfortable and in charge, so you don't see the need to change or develop in your comfort zone. This lack of change signals long-term trouble. Why? You stop wanting to improve. Without self-improvement, you become financially and personally stagnant, never moving forward. Instead of staying in your comfort zone, test out your capabilities. This helps you realize your former limits and your strengths. You may do things you never believed imaginable out of your comfort zone, which also boosts your confidence. We're up to number 9 this time. Always think you can achieve your goals. This is one of the simplest and most powerful methods for developing a wealthy mentality. Learning to believe in yourself inspires you with the confidence that you can do everything you put your mind to. You plan to launch a business that will improve the lives of people all over the globe. Can you do this? Of course you can. If you have trust and courage, you can launch that company. Ignore the number of doubts that may arise. Think about all the possibilities. Believing in yourself requires visualizing success, which leads us to number 10. If you want to be successful, see yourself being successful. If you can't imagine yourself reaching success, it means you don't fully believe in your success story. A mental picture of oneself as a successful person can put things in perspective. Knowing its benefits, such as higher quality of life, financial security, and the possibility of retiring earlier, isn't enough to motivate you to take further steps. However, when you visualize, you construct a mental image of the person you want to be in the future. If this idealized version of yourself rings true, you'll naturally direct your efforts toward it. Number 11. Start living frugally. Investing in useless pleasures will not lead to financial success. The ability to manage and grow wealth sets the rich apart from the rest. What would you do first if you had $1 million? Would you invest more than half of this money in a business opportunity? Purchase a new car? Or plan a year-long vacation? Consider what the wealthy might do if they were in this position. Would they instead turn toward investing in promising new ventures? By now, you already know the answer. Number 12. Be constantly hungry for knowledge. You should learn something new every day and cultivate an impulse to continually learn. When you condition your brain to seek out knowledge, it becomes an almost instinctive behavior, something you don't have to force yourself to do, and eventually, a habit you can't shake. By the way, that's a great habit to have. Make sure to check out my other video on adopting habits. Number 13. Surround yourself with successful people. Most successful individuals pick up new skills by watching others and making connections. You don't get to the master level by hanging around with the beginners. When you regularly socialize with successful people, you significantly increase your chances of becoming wealthy yourself. Learn their habits by seeing how they respond to different scenarios. If you hang out with them for too long, you'll be able to pick up in their mindset and learn how you might incorporate them into your own. Number 14. When all has been said and done, admit that success overnight will only be yours if you hit the lottery or come across wealth handed down to you. Making $1 million will take time for you. You won't become a billionaire overnight, so why bother trying? It may seem harsh, but that's not how things work. Instead of wishing for riches and waiting for them to come, why not work for them instead? Lastly, in number 15, make sure you know your thought process. This last point is just as important as everything else in this list. The best way to understand how you think is to see what you spend a lot of time thinking about. Figure out what your thoughts are, from a bad thought, a good thought, or even a thought that could ruin your finances. How you think shows where you are mentally. which has a lot to do with whether or not your finances will grow. If you spend all your free time thinking about useless things, it makes sense that most of what you do will also be useless. Put your brain to good use. And there you have it, 15 steps in adopting a rich mindset. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. We hope you can apply these in your life and achieve your success story. Above all, remember, you control your own destiny. Push hard enough for anything and you'll get it. If you enjoyed this video, do leave us a like and subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll never miss an upload. See you on the next one.